Hey, welcome to Design with Miyoshi. We're going to do a little bit of SolidWorks today. SolidWorks is this little icon right here that you can see. But first, I want to thank Northwest Technical Products for sponsoring this video. If you are part of an educational institution in Washington, Alaska, Oregon, Idaho, or Montana, contact Northwest Technical Products for all your SolidWorks and other technical needs. Thanks, Andrew, and all the crew at Northwest Technical Products. You gotta watch out the very first time you start it. This is the first time I have started this SolidWorks on this machine. You have to make sure you do it right, because when you set up your default units and your default dimensioning style, it will only happen once unless they've changed things. You got to make sure you do it right the first time. So we are going to use inches, pounds, seconds, IPS, and ANSI dimensioning style, which is American National Standards Institute. So we're going to go ahead and start it up, and make sure that you watch first and then do it if you were following along, because you want to make sure you get it right the first time. Okay, so welcome again to Design with Miyoshi. I am your host, Michael T. Miyoshi, and I am going to show you a little bit about SolidWorks. We are using SolidWorks 2020. Go ahead and I'm going to activate it. I guess I didn't know I did that before. And we'll do that here. I might cut that out of the video part. We'll see. Come on. All right. So it looks like it's going to do its thing. And I'm going to go ahead and finish that. Now, again, remember, you need to make sure you set your units right the first time and your dimensioning style the first time. If you don't, you can still change things, but you're going to have to change it every time you want to make a drawing or make a model. Okay, so go ahead and accept this guy. One thing about teaching this in a high school where I do teach, I never get to show them this thing except for the first time. So one of my classes gets to see it and one of them doesn't. So this will be the first time I'm recording it, and hopefully they'll remember and you will remember. Set the units and set the dimensioning style right the first time. Otherwise, you'll have to set it every time you do a model and you do a drawing. So here we go. Hopefully it comes up here soon. Takes a little while to load, especially the first time. And if you're loading this the first time ever on your system, it will take a little bit of time, like you see here with me. So we'll see if we cut some of this out in post-production or not. Oh, here we go. All right. So this is the screen I was worried about. No, it wasn't. This is not the screen I was worried about. We want to make a part. I'm going to not do this. Let's move this out of the way. I'm going to say don't show this page again. And I am not going to do that. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't do it with this edition. All right, so we're going to make a new. Okay, here we go. This is the one I was talking about. Make sure you set this right the first time. I do have inch, pounds, seconds, and I want to use ANSI. If you change this to something else, if you are in the Europe or United Kingdom or somewhere like that, you might have one of these other kind of requirements. And if you are there, you probably use an ISO, but I am teaching in the United States. And so I always have my students do inch, pounds, seconds, and ANSI. I'm gonna hit OK. This again is the one time you get to set this. Again, it says note these settings can be changed for individual templates or documents. But if you want to not have to do that every time, use the one that you're going to use most. So we are going to use IPS, inch, pounds, seconds, and ANSI. I sound like a broke record, don't I? I sound like a broke record, don't I? I sound like a broke record, don't I? All right, so here we go. We're going to make a new part once this gets started. And that's really what I want to show you in the beginning. In my class, I don't necessarily go through a lot of the interface, but I will show you this first part. So we're going to make a new part. And probably for this short video, I might not make a real part. I'll just show you some interface things, make it real quick. This side over here, this lets you see what's been going on. It gives you the planes that you're going to work with, the right or the front, top, and the right plane. You can see where the origin is. That's just a single point. Up here, you'll see different menus that or icons for different things you can do. This will give you your different menus and different things you can see. Different icons show up. Here in this SolidWorks, if you ever hear me say go to the triangle and go to these menus, drop down menus, that's where it is. You go to the SolidWorks and there's a triangle, okay? And then you see the different menus that you can use. All right, depending on what type of SolidWorks you have in terms of licensing, you may have different things down here. We have CAM, I'm not sure what MDB is, or MBD, simulation, add-ins, all kinds of cool stuff. We're just going to make a few parts in the beginning, and then hopefully as time goes on, we will be doing some other cool stuff. So this is the interface. If you ever want to see stuff over here too, you can go to the home, and you'll have a toolbox and all kinds of other stuff. Toolbox we will use in my class later on, and I'm going to go ahead and add that in now. You can add that in if you have it. And then you'll have some really cool stuff there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, I don't remember how to close that. There we go. All right, so if you've been using SolidWorks a lot, you'll recognize lots of different things, and I will kind of show things as we need them. So I'm not going to make any projects right this moment. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and be done with this video. Thanks for tuning in with me today for Design with Miyoshi, and we will make a brand new, very simple thing the next time. Again, thanks for tuning in. We'll hope to see you again next time.